Hey guys, Waffle Moto here. First ever video. Just got the Action 5 Pro from DJI. Figured I'd try making my first video. Kind of just an introduction video. Not sure how the audio is going to sound because I'm just using the Cardo intercom. Don't have a mic yet. Trying to work on that, but we'll see how that goes. We're just going to go for a little ride today. Kind of introduce myself on the channel. And trying to tell you guys what I plan on doing on the channel. So, let's get going. Just going to go for a nice little country ride today. So, like I said, I am Waffle Moto, living out here in the somewhat beautiful but expensive Pacific Northwest. Been riding for about, I think, 2 years now. Bought this Kawasaki Z400, brand new. I think it's a 2023. Might be a 2024, can't remember. Model years are confusing. Just, you know, just learning to ride. Starting to get into the motovlogging thing. I've been watching motovlogs for, God, who knows how long. Watching the OGs like Chase on Two Wheels, Do It With Dan, Ulterific, Jake the Garden Snake, all those good guys. Still watch a few of them, especially Chase on Two Wheels, who was my big inspiration for getting into motovlogging. Chase has been going ham since day one, and going even harder now. Got a wife, kid. Still cranking out the content with the quality that I hope to someday achieve. Took a while till I get there, but still gonna try. Some more info about me though, while we sit at this red light. I was born 31 years ago, be 32 this year. Like I said, I've been riding for about 2 years now. Big gamer, big old weeb. No, probably not as big a weeb as I want to be. I'd like to watch more anime than I do, but working a full-time job makes that a little more difficult, but I still try to dabble. Obviously, into motorcycles, into some cars too, but I'm not what you would call mechanically inclined, so I couldn't fix them to save my life, but I sure as hell like looking at them. I do have a few other channels, probably more than I should with someone who's just kind of starting pumping stuff out again. But I have a gaming channel, well, a couple gaming channels actually. So if you guys want to check those out, if you like more like funny moments, co-op type stuff, I've got Waffle Games. If you like more long-form content, like solo Let's Plays and that kind of thing, those will be over on Waffle Plays. Waffle Games will also have some basically anything that's gaming, but isn't, a long Let's Play. I'll do some, like, you know, TCG card openings over on Waffle Games. You know, but I am into those. I love Pokemon. Kind of like, you know, Magic the Gathering. That's more one that I'd like to learn how to play. I used to play it back in, like, elementary school, but that was so long ago now, I'm way out of the loop. And TCGs are so expensive to get into if you want to actually play and be competitive. So I'm more of a collector. So there'll be some of that over on Waffle Games. Obviously, I got this channel, Waffle Moto, where obviously it's more, you know, motorcycle, automotive content. You know, living in the Pacific Northwest, I don't get to ride year-round like I'd like to. So we got, probably do some car vlogs there. You know, when the weather gets bad. Just to try and keep up on some content. What I'd like to do on this channel, in terms of the motovlogging stuff, is I'd like to, you know, talk about the things I enjoy, but talk about it on the bike, or in the car, when they're permitting. So, you know, I might talk about some gaming news, some anime news, just some other stuff that interests me as we go. Almost burning shit over there. But, you know, just kind of share my interest with you guys, and maybe something that interests you guys as well. But, you know, instead of doing it from behind a desk, like, you know, a lot of people do, I'd like to talk about my interests on the bike. Get out, enjoy a nice ride, maybe a nice drive. Just make some fun content for everyone, including myself. It gives me an excuse to ride a little bit more. You know, I have problems just being one of those people who just gets out and ride to ride. I kind of need a destination or a reason for it. So needing to get out and make some content would be a nice motivator for me to get on the bike. Get some fresh air, enjoy the weekend. But you guys let me know what you guys like. If you guys like anime, gaming, you know, stuff like that. I'll be making content live once I get my new computer built. That'll be on Twitch. That'll also be under Waffle Games. I'll also have TikTok and everything like that. Gaming TikTok will be Waffle Games. Obviously, motovlogging one will be Waffle Moto. You know, I gotta admit, doing your first ever motovlog, I wouldn't say stressful, but it is kind of hard to think of things to continuously say during an entire ride when you kind of just went out without a plan. I knew I was going to introduce myself, talk about the things I want to make on this channel, but I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to go about doing it. And I pretty much said what I said I wanted to make. But I feel like I don't want to cut this video so short. So I guess we're just going to ride around, enjoy the ride. Hope this red light turns green. Traffic light sensors don't like bikes so much out here. Hopefully we're still recording. Looks like we are. I kind of wish DJI had a flashing red light. I don't know why they don't. Okay, it's not giving me a green. We might just have to go for it. We're just gonna go for it. But yeah, those of you who find this, let me know what you like to do. Let me know your interests. If you're a rider, let me know how long you've been riding for. And if you aren't riding yet, let me know what you want to ride. Or if you even want to ride. There could be some of you that are just watching because you like seeing the content but don't necessarily want to ride yourself. So let me know what you guys like in the comments down below. Also, while we're just chilling here, might as well remind you guys, if you like this video or are interested in seeing the content that I do make, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe. And if hey, I don't come off as your thing, I totally understand. With this being my first video and all, you know, it's probably not going to be the top quality that you're used to if you watch some other motovloggers like Chase. But I hope some of you guys will still stick around anyway. I kind of wanted to just be more chill vibes. You know, I will say, if you're looking for, you know, people doing dangerous lane splitting or ride 100 plus on freeways and shit like that, I am not the channel for you. You know, especially on a Z400. But even when I do get a faster bike, I don't plan on going and doing stupid shit like that. That's not the type of rider I want to be. You know, I may only be 31, turning 32, but I'm too old for that shit. And I've got a clean driving record, and I like to keep it that way. Oh, we'll be doing more chill stuff. Eventually, I'd like to do some touring stuff. You know, my goal, or at least I should say my dream, is to get a nice fun bike like the MT-07. I think that might be my next bike. And then I want to get something, you know, nice and comfy like a Goldwing. And I can take some family on the back. You know, future girlfriend, future wife. Take them for rides too, be a little bit more comfortable. I've got family in some bordering states I'd like to go visit. But I'd love to do it on a bike. But doing it on a Z400, trying to travel interstate, not the most comfortable. You guys might even be able to hear, there's a shit ton of wind on a Z400. You know, I don't got no windscreen, so it is just me and the wind by itself, and it can be intense sometimes. You know, it's nice and sunny out today, but it's kind of cold. I think it's in the 40s. So, you know, I'm a little bundled up, but it's still a little cold. winter gear is something I need to get myself. But hasn't quite been in the budget. You know, I work a full-time job, but it does not pay that great. It's barely above minimum. And after bills, I am barely getting by. It is not a job that I can live comfortably on, I should say that. Hell, I don't even live in my own place. I still live at home with my mom, with my brother. Because living in this area, it's expensive, man. Like, if you want a newer, you know, more updated apartment, even a one-bedroom costs about $2,000 a month. And that's if you're lucky. Some homes out here, not even that big, just like single-family, like ranch-style homes, they start at like $3.5 grand a month. And they want you to make 2.5 to 3 times the rent to live there. Well, makes almost 9 to 10 grand a month. I don't even think the dudes who work at Intel over here make that much money. Maybe if you're a higher up, but 10 grand a month is insane. Trying to live in a single family home, it's like 3 bedrooms. You know, yeah, they can be some decent homes, but still, that's a small area to have roommates with. And I know people do it in apartments and stuff, but that ain't for me. Have any, like, friends or anything that I trust that much, or feel comfortable enough to be myself around living. And the one friend I do have that I do trust to be myself with, because we basically grew up together. We've been friends for probably 13 years now, maybe more. He doesn't even live in this state. You know, we're old gaming buddies. And we lived together for about 6 months. I moved out to where he is. But I ended up missing home and family too much, and I ended up moving back. Part of me kind of regrets the move back. You know, I liked living out where he was. You know, out here in where I'm at now, it's way too city living. And like, we're out in the country right now, but obviously it's because I wanted a more beautiful drive. You know, all this mountainside out here. You know, if it wasn't so cloudy today, you'd be able to see the mountains and stuff out in the distance. But where I'm actually at, it's still suburban, but it's turning more city. And I am very close to a major city. And I'm not a city boy. I like the suburb. I like things being close and convenient. But I like being able to drive and not have to sit in traffic for 10 plus minutes just to go down the street. I'd much rather, you know, have to drive a little bit further to go to a store or something, and sit in no traffic, than to sit in a bunch of traffic just to go a couple miles down the road. And that's what it was like living with my buddy. You know, the nearest Walmart or something was half an hour away. I mean, probably more like 15 minutes. Sometimes it felt like half an hour. But it was nice, you know, the town we were in was really small. You know, population around here is like literally 10 times as much. I think it was even more than that, actually. I think we're sitting about 200K. In the city I'm in and where we were at, it was like 2,000. It was very small. You got some traffic, but it was quiet. It was nice. You know, I wish the house that we had been in was a little bit more updated. It was pretty old, you know. You couldn't run a computer and an AC on the same circuit or it would pop the breaker. But I like living out there. And part of me wishes I could go back. But, like I said, I'd miss family too much and trying to find whole new work out in the countryside with a town of 2,000. You know, you have to commute pretty far for work. And trying to find stuff that pays as good out there. You know, because their minimum wage is a lot lower. You know, it's above 15 here. And over there, I think it was still like 8. Trying to find work that pays equal to what the jobs pay here, even at minimum. Really difficult. You know, unfortunately, when you move, a lot of your bills don't change in terms of cost. Such as, you know, Netflix and all that kind of shit. Those aren't region-based pricing. You know, you might get cheaper insurance, maybe. But a lot of the stuff you have to pay, you know, car payment, bike payment, it's not cheap, and it doesn't get cheaper depending on where you live. So, you know, you still gotta make an equal amount to what you were making before to be able to afford bills and shit. You know, unless I had a good career that had places all over the country and I could go there, or hell, if I was able to make content everywhere. No, this isn't the turn I wanted. It'd be nice if this content thing took off and I was able to make a living on it and I could live somewhere that's more my speed, more of what I'm looking for, especially long term. You know, I'd like to be able to get my own house, live comfortably, not so paycheck to paycheck, be able to raise a family. You know, I'm not getting any younger. I'm already in my 30s. And frankly, my health isn't where I'd like it to be. I don't know when I might go. I've got enough health issues to let me know that as of right now, I don't see me going past my mid-80s, maybe. That's if I'm lucky. So, you know, I want to start getting things going. Getting life to where I want it to be. No, move out of my mama's house. Be my own person. No, I got a prospect to maybe make that happen at my current job. But I don't know if I want it, to be honest. You know, there's talks of making me manager of the location I'm at. But I don't know if I want that stress. It's something I have to think about. I have to see what they're offering in terms of pay. Because, you know, with that amount of stress, especially with the location I'm at, I gotta make sure it's worth it. I'm not gonna take on all this extra stress and responsibility and, you know, commit to a long-term thing if it's not gonna be worth it in the end. But, you know, eventually it'll get figured out. Figure out what I want to do. And I know what I want to do. I want to make content. That's what I want to do. You know, I'm perfectly happy with it being a hobby. But if it could be something I could become and do full time, that'd be the dream. I've wanted to make content since I was in high school, maybe even younger. Feels good to actually be able to start doing it. So thanks to good old tax returns, being able to get this camera, start building the computer that I've been needing to build for a while now. My old computer's about 7 years old. You know, still running to 1070. Actually, it's a 1080. Keep forgetting I swapped that out with my buddy's old one. But still rocking a 1080. You know, my computer still has some HDD drives, which I feel like some people don't even know what those are anymore. Most people just run SSDs and NVMEs. PC's almost fully built. It's just missing some more case fans. Still need a graphics card, but if you've been building PCs recently or know anything about it, you'll know how hard it is to get your hand on a damn graphics card, especially anything new. You know, they popped out the 50 series, NVIDIA did. And then they stopped selling the 40 series. You can't get your hand on any of those now unless you buy used. And I still don't quite trust used, to be honest. You know, I don't think crypto mining is as bad as it used to be. But it still exists. I feel like there's still enough people doing it, but you still gotta be careful when you buy cards. It's hard to trust things on eBay or, you know, Facebook Marketplace or anything like that, because you don't know what they've been doing with those cards. As far as my technical knowledge knows, there's no way to really tell what they've been doing with them. graphics cards are like the most expensive thing you have to buy for a computer. And the prices have just gotten outrageous these days. I mean, the cost of a graphics card being a third, if not half, or more, of what your entire build cost is insane to me. You know, I can't believe you have to spend that much on a video card. I think when I built my current PC, I think the graphics card was, I don't even know, $300-400 maybe? The 1070 was pretty new then. The fact that it's gone up that much is insane. Like, who knew you basically have to take a mortgage out to build a computer nowadays? Yeah, you can still buy current gen consoles, you know, PS5, Xbox, and they're only like $500-600. I just can't believe it, man. To be honest, I finished my rant about graphics cards and then I don't know where I was going. So, I guess for a minute, I'll let you guys enjoy the view. I think I've ranted, raved for long enough. Once again, if you're interested to see more from me, whether it's more of this content, the motovlogging stuff, or you want to see my gaming stuff, you know, Waffle Games channel has some older stuff up on there. It might have my face on there. To be honest, I'm not really hiding my face. I'm just not really showing it. Jesus Christ, squirrel. You know, my priority isn't to show off my face. I'm just not necessarily hiding it either. So, you know, you might see some stuff. Also, I should mention, on my gaming stuff, I'm kind of doing a PNG tuber route, which if you don't know what that is, you know, you might have heard of VTubers, you know, especially, I mean, the big one I think everyone might have heard of by now is Iron Mouse. But if you know what VTubing is, think of kind of like that. But instead of having a big old moving model like she's using, it's just a PNG picture. Again, not because I want to hide my face. It's just easier. You know, sometimes you want to play some games and you don't want to wear bangs. That's kind of where I'm at. Plus, trying to be on webcam all the time is a bit much for me. You know, especially if I come home from work and want to stream or make content that isn't motovlogging. I just want to chill out and game. I don't want to have to, you know, try to make a whole show of it when I can just kind of chill and vibe out. You know, stream the games I'm playing, hang out with you guys, just enjoy the time. Still working on the model for that PNG tuber. You know, I'm not an artist, so I gotta pay someone to do it for me. And even that's expensive now. I mean, it's worth every penny. I love supporting artists. You know, I'm not for that AI art shit. I don't support it. When companies are doing it so that they don't have to pay their artists. I really don't support that. You know, artists are trying to make a living like the rest of us, and they do good work. Stuff that I'll never be able to do. So I want to support them when I can. You know, we're kind of getting near the end of our ride. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this little video I'm making here. Just kind of letting you guys get to know me a little bit before I start going full bore into this. So you guys can kind of get to know who I am, what I'm about. You know, if you guys have any questions that I might be able to answer, you go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. Once again, if you like what you saw here, drop it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out my other channels, which will also be linked in the description below. For you riders, ride safe. For the drivers, drive safe. And for everyone else, just be safe in general, man. Love yourself, love your friends, love your family. Try to enjoy the small joys that life gives you. As we all know, it tries to shit on us constantly. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. You guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys later.